Sales management. School got me studying, so guess what? Y'all for to study with me. Peep the slang, the business lifeline. Without sales, a business ceases to exist. But getting customers does not simply happen because you have years of experience, great credentials, or even the best product. Selling, say those experienced in the field, is an art and science, requiring skills in both disciplines. Sales managers coach and train their salespeople in questioning, listening, and closing the deal. A sale is officially transacted when either an agreement to provide compensation for goods or services is signed, or payment is made in exchange for goods or services. It can be conducted via face-to-face meetings, over the telephone or internet, and through a third party such as real estate brokers. There are two kinds of sales approaches: business to business, B2B, and business to consumers, B2C. Each approach requires different strategies and techniques. B2B, bum life to bum life. Sales typically involve providing a purchasing agent who makes buying decisions on behalf of a company. These transactions typically have a goal of making the business more efficient or productive, whereas B2C sales typically involve providing a consumer enjoyment, satisfaction, or utility. Sales can either be made directly through a salesperson buyer interaction or indirectly through word of mouth or other marketing methods. The internet platform combines direct sales, as in an e-commerce website, with indirect sales through the web-based marketing tools. Sales managers are responsible for coaching sales teams and how to uncover prospects, manage territories, reach sales goals, and develop a customer base. They are also responsible for providing sales forecasts and sales analysis, which includes data mining, a system of reviewing sales history and targeting buying patterns. The manager obtains information through teams and company reports. She or he then reports findings to upper management, which uses the information in directing the company. Sales cycles. In every sales effort, there is a cycle that begins when a prospect is made aware of an offering. Ideally, it ends with a purchase. This sales cycle can be very quick, as in purchasing food products, or a long process, as in buying heavy equipment or buildings. Interested prospects are considered to be in various stages in the cycle, typically called a pipeline. Experts generally agree that the stages of the pipeline include lead. Lead. This term refers to a new opportunity based on a possible customer belonging to a group, such as those who have purchased a similar product in the past. Prospect. The potential buyer has been contacted via a cold call and may be interested in your offer. Qualified or warm prospect. The prospect needs could be met by your offering, and he or she could be persuaded to purchase. Hot prospect. The salesperson is close to making a deal. There are buyer objections that must be overcome over the sale is made. Before the sale is made, Customer, the buyer decides to purchase. Once the sale is made, managers must ensure that the customer will become a repeat customer. This could involve a salesperson maintaining occasional contact with the buyer or offering incentives for repeat purchase. The performance of the company following a sale can be just as important as the sale experience itself. Business can be spend thousands of dollars understanding their customers' satisfaction levels and their loyalty to the company. However, it is widely accepted that it takes much less effort to retain current customers than to acquire a new one. For this reason, a manager must practice customer relationship management, CRM. Customer relationship management, CRM. Savvy managers understand that making the sales does not end the buying experience for the customer, where how and when customers buy can be important to the long range health of the company. In more complex sales, particularly B2B sales, the sales team gather information about prospects that is put into a system used for analyzing once a sale has been made. Certain data about the customer account is categorized, grouping that customer with other customers. This will shape a company's customer base. Multiple versions of software are available that enable a sales manager to analyze data collected on a variety of sales deals. Managers use this information to direct sales efforts to areas that will produce the best result. Many systems provide sales projection models that forecast future sales based on existing trends. These models also monitor customer satisfaction rates. This data is critical in determining how to prevent customer loss and where to focus energy to promote long term relationships. Sales teams. Companies who do business within a large regions, perhaps across several states, generally have teams to handle sales activities. The density of the population the business is serving influences how many members are on a team. Some U.S. cities alone require multiple sales agents. Coordinating different territories is one of the main factors of the sales managers. She or he will determine who covers each territory and what to expect from each region and make sure there are fair opportunities to make sales for each team member. The manager also set sale goals along with objectives that must be met to achieve those goals. Creating incentives and competition for awards is an effective method to inspire sale agents to reach their assigned goals. Giving recognition, see lesson 4, is also an effective motivator. If a business produces multiple offerings, teams have greater opportunity for sales. Teams are trained to cross-sell, upsell, and switch sell. These strategies involve persuading customers to buy alternate or additional products or services the company offers. Packaging a sale occurs when additional elements are added to a purchase for a discounted price per addition. These strategies all work best once a sales agent understands a prospect needs. Sales teams are organized to conduct outbound sales or inbound sales. Outbound sales involve agents actively seeking customers like the traditional door-to-door salesman, while inbound members handle visitors who come to them, as in retail stores. Teams that are structured to face-to-face sales make up the most labor-intensive channel for conducting sales, sometimes requiring several visits to close the deal. Though prospecting, qualifying leads for visits can be done by other means, a sale will not happen until the prospective buyer is visited. Telesales are conducted over the phone. If a business provided a type of product or service that is commonly known, this sales technique can be effective, as sales agents can make several or many phone calls per day. The internet is perhaps the most proficient sales method because you need only a few workers to serve a large territory, though it is sometimes seen as somewhat limited as a communication method. The telephone has the advantage of both connecting frequently and offering effective two-way communication pricing. An essential ingredient in sales management is pricing your goods or service. The sales techniques we have discussed are often determined by the price of the company's offering. Some sales are conducted using fixed pricing, while others are done using dynamic pricing. Under fixed pricing systems, there are several approaches a manager can choose. Competition-based pricing, using primary competitors' prices as a guide. A manager who has similar production and delivery costs can charge a similar price. Cost plus pricing. This is the simplest method and involves adding a markup to the cost of producing the output, which is usually a defined percentage such as 10%. This markup is considered a profit margin. Market-based pricing. A manager will look at a demand curve of similar goods to identify an appropriate price for a target market. This is usually based upon the price elasticity of a product, which indicates when prices changes after demand. Penetration pricing, typically used for new offering, this method establishes a low price to establish a strong market presence. The prices increase once a good market share is established. Price skimming, for businesses that have a competitive advantage, the price is set artificially high to grab early adopters or those at the beginning of a trend to buy. Usually the price drops when competitors enter the market. Psychological pricing, pricing designed to elicit a psychological response, such as setting a price at 95 cents instead of rounding it to the next dollar. Premium pricing, setting an artificial high price by establishing a high value such as gourmet meal. Economy pricing, establishing a bottom line price typically much lower than competitors' pricing. Supermarket chains will use this strategy by offering comparable products with their own labels at a reduced price. Pricing can be affected by public perception. The current economic environments such as recession and seasonal influences like winter weather in cold regions. Managers can use discounts to gain more sales over a short period of time. Businesses using dynamic pricing allow their sales agents to be flexible in pricing when necessary so that outside influences can be accounted for without sacrificing the sales. Because the marketplace can be fickle at times, and a manager should examine all pricing options before establishing a cost for his or her offering. Sales management. Okay, I'm gonna read it again.